Great. All right, so now that we have our platforms, we need to make a player who can actually jump onto them and kill things and stuff like that. So I'm going to double click on our layout again, and again creating in the main layer, and I'm going to scroll down to sprite, our usual sprite, and insert. Again, I have my plus here, so I'm going to now bring up the editor, and again we're going to do the same thing actually that we did with the tile set for the platforms. So I'm going to right click, import frames, and I'm actually going to import from the strip again. So this sprite strip that I'm going to import from is the player. So what he's going to be doing actually right now is just standing. He's not going to be doing anything. So the idle player strip is what we want. So I'm going to open that. And what's nice is that this one automatically recognizes that there's 11 horizontal cells in it with just one vertical cell. And if you were to actually look at the, look at the idle PNG file, you'll see it is a bunch of basically just little pictures of the guy. And it happens, Construct can recognize that, oh, it's just 11 pictures all in a row. So there you go. So we're going to import that, and now you got that. Okay, again, what I didn't do before, but what we should do is delete the first blank frame, and now you have a nice 10 frame idle animation for this guy. And but before actually we close out of here, what we want to do is also make this bounding box right here a little bit closer to him, because, or her, I guess, because that'll just help with collision detection, and also save us some space when we're trying to minimize the size of our program. So to do that in a nice easy way is actually if you press the shift button and then go up to here where it's the crop button, and if I click on this, it'll crop his box or her box, its box, just to basically show the actual object. And if you look at every one of these other images or frames, notice that they're all cropped to be just right. Okay, so that helps us out. What we're also going to do also is change where the origin point is, and the origin point is basically the place where things will occur for this guy. Like if he was to get bigger, he would grow from the origin point instead of from some other random place. Or if you wanted to set a behavior to happen at a certain place, like on his hand, if he's throwing something, then you would set not an origin point, but an image point. But they're pretty much similar things. Okay, points that other things can happen from. So to do that, we're going to go over here where it says edit the image points. Let's click on that, and then you'll notice that now our sidebar has the origin, which is at number 0, and you see the little aiming target thing right there. I will select that, and then you can just move it down to wherever you want in here, which is sort of helpful, and you get it to approximately around where his feet are. You can also right click on origin and then go down to quick assign, and it has a bunch of different places that are usually helpful. So what I like is just bottom, and I was close to the bottom. Okay, so you can just do that. But notice I just did that actually for whichever frame I was selected on, which happened to be number 10 at this moment. But if I look at any of the other frames, the origin points are all still in the middle, okay, which is not what we want. We want them all to be at the bottom. So rather than going and manually changing each one, if you noticed one of the menu selections, you can apply to the whole animation. So that is what we're going to do right here. Is click apply to the whole animation, and now every frame, the origin point is already at the bottom for us, which is great. Saves us a bunch of time. Okay, so now that we've done that, close it, and then we have our guy right here. Okay, and before we forget, we should save, because remember we're still just using beta software, so don't forget to go up here, click Menu, Project, and Save As. Cloud save is totally fine. It saves to Google Drive or OneDrive or Dropbox, whichever you want. I've done that, and then also I'm just going to click Save to Local Browser here, just because it's a little easier for me here. And the project down here, the file name is already here, Jungle Platformer, and just click Save. And there we go. Then we saved our progress. And now, if you actually hit play up here with a preview, you'll notice we're way far out. We'll have to change our view window later. But you can see the guy down there has, oh, he ran through the animation. I didn't realize it. And we double click on him. Oh, we forgot to put loop. That's what we need to do. So change it to loop. So his animation will loop and continuously just run. And let's see, I don't think I want to change. Oh yeah, let's change his speed to 9. Okay, so he just sort of huffs and puffs a little bit faster. So again, do that, hit preview. And it's very small, unfortunately, I'm sorry. But you can kind of see he's just sort of huffing and puffing while he stands there. Okay, so we've done our first animation for the player. Alright, and pretty soon we will start on giving us some behaviors.